It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Detroit Pistons. Now here's Conley. Here's George. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Fultz. Detroit with the rebound.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
Whoa, that'll wake you up. He is such a great athlete. Here's Turner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance break, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
All free throws. Good from Turner.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
It's Brown on the wing. No good that time. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Mike Brown.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thank you, David.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
And LeBron throws it down.
So much power behind what LeBron James brings to the rim.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
LeBron with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Okeke. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Now Brown. Screen by Valanciunas to the left side wing. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. And it's Sacramento's ball. It's a 3-point game.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Now, here's George. After LeBron James's miss. Poked away. Up top, Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Now, here's Grant. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Conley with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Here's James. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
And he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Stolen by Conley. Here's Grant. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, when he gets into the paint, he starts to get hungry. He goes right through the defense. He's a straight line guy.
Here's Fultz. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Brown outside. Pulls from the top of the key. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And gorgeous looking jumper from Brown there. The more attempts he gets from there, the better his jump shot will be.
James outside. Pass to Bane. Back to LeBron. Here he goes. And LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, there's just pinball action going on right now. Once LeBron gets in there, he's going to finish.
Conley into the lane.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting... The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Here's some advice. Don't go at LeBron James.
The Kings trailing. Pass to Okeke. Here's Turner. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Hayes.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 3. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Jerome. This one for 3. The shot's good from Hayes.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
Here's Bay. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Bay's got his first bucket in this one. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Jerome. To the middle. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Grant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pistons. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Reed misses. I know one thing the Kings wanted to focus on this season, and Brent, that was defense.
Well, they're a team that's been at the bottom of the league on the defensive ratings for quite some time. And one way to remain competitive is to bring your defensive intensity on a nightly basis. It's going to be a point of emphasis for this new coaching staff to get these guys on board.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Grant. Inside. Jerome. No good. The Kings trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Thomas. Here's Muscala. And here's Reed. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Rubio misses. Reed with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Here's Muscala. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit leading by 4. Rubio looking it over. Down low. Here's Hayes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hayes has got his second bucket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
First one falls for him. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
Outside for George. Here's the 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hard to believe, Greg, last season, LeBron missing the playoffs for just the 3rd time in his career.
And Kevin, it almost felt surreal to not have him in the playoffs. I mean, this guy's been a fixture in the postseason for almost 2 decades now. Just another bullet on LeBron's incredible resume.
The thing you marvel about with LeBron James is just... Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
James looking around. Count it. James has got 9.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Conley for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And you love how LeBron is able to lift the whole team with his passing. That facilitating gives them a lot of energy.
The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Man gets the bucket. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Showing off those long strides. Really tough to keep Paul George off of his straight line when he's on the bounce.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Pistons on top, leading by just 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so James will bring it up for the Kings. Trailing by 2. Pass to Fultz. Back to James. And the dunk by James.
Usually a LeBron-led team is going to have points coming from all the players on the floor. But right now, LeBron calling his own number.
Now, here's George. Puts up a 3. And James pulls it down. And a wide open look for Payne. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Payne's got the lead up to 3 now for Sacramento. And George, here we go.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
Pass to Payne. For the 3. Not going to go that time. And Detroit the other way now. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
And it's Brown missing.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Here's LeBron. And Valanciunas pulls it down. And here are the Pistons now. It's a 1-point game. George with the ball. 8 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
At the line for 2.
He's off on the first.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finisher at the rim.
And maybe the The only weakness for Brown is his handle on the ball.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. That's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
Pass to Hayes. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Hayes has got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now here's Brown. Fires from deep. Reed with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Fultz. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fultz has got his first points in this one.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Now here's Brown. Clock at 4. A second chance effort. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
The 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pass to Reed. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brown outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. He's got 6.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Now, here is Muscala. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Connects from 3-point range. Baines got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Kicks it out to Rubio. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Kings leading now by 6. To the left wing. Fultz looking around. Pass to Reed. Payne for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Jerome. Now here's Hayes. Over in the corner, Brown. He can't get that one to fall.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Pistons trailed by 6.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
In the corner, it's Bane. Drains it from beyond the arc. Baines got 11 points here in just the second half. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter.
35. The Kings. 44.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Now George. Nice move. And he sinks the layup.
No excuse for the defense to let Paul George, a guy that good at scoring the ball, get that close.
James outside. Turner with the screen. Back to LeBron. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one's on Eric Gordon. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Kings.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
It's Thomas on the wing. Back to James. The shot, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Here's George. That one misses. Great D that time from James. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. And stolen by James. Turner inside. The three ball. And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got 6 here in this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. The scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off, and he's desiring to get better.
To the wing on the left. Kings moving the ball around. Pass to Turner. Shot clock at 6. James trying to free himself up. The shot by Turner, no good.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Gordon. Screen by Grant. And it's Gordon penetrating. Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
That free throw good from George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Bane inside the three-point line. And Valanciunas pulls it down. A nice shot by George. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here is James. Outside, Bane. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. Team 2nd.
Outside Turner. Pass to Bane. Over George.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Outside Gordon. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Kings. 6-point lead. And there's the drive. Detroit with the rebound. Outside Conley. Pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it out to Gordon. On the arc. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Big bucket from the big man as Valanciunas knocks it in.
Here's James. Fultz with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Can they get it? And finished off by LeBron.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Pass to Valanciunas. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
It's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Now here's James, defended by George. And they double up James. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Turner. Stolen by Conley. Here's George. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on LeBron James.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
LeBron outside. Driving the lane. He's off on that one. And it's Detroit the other way. Pass to Valanciunas. And stolen by LeBron. And they double up LeBron. Here's Turner. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Jones with it. Here's Valanciunas. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
One shot.
And Valanciunas no good on that one.
And this is the kind of player who never stops working on his game. Offensively, Valanciunas has expanded out to the three-point line, adding something every season.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
The big man, Valanciunas, can he get the job done at the line in a big spot?
Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. What a show they put on here.
Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. Now you I want it. No, no, no. Don't tell me no, no, no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, no. Lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go, gotta go. Your body, they make I see you. Now you where they got my fancy. Don't they do me, I get banky. Oh, no, 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 no. You got me. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you do me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need to make I look pretty. You want.
It's the NBA brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Sacramento Kings here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road, so home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Brown jams it in.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Kings. 4-point game.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Now here's Brown. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Pass to Brown to the right side. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Fultz. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. George with the ball. Now defended by Dame. LeBron outside. Pass to Okeke. Stolen by Grant. To the middle. And the dunk by Grant.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Here's James. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
George, no good. The Kings trail by 4.
And the Kings look a whole lot different now than they did for most of the 21-22 season. And they were changes that had to be made.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Kings making a switch here.
Substitution for your Kings. Nazarene. City Bay. Terrence Mann.
George up top. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul.
Desmond Bane.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Brown feeling out a bit. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 7 points in the game. Now when a team suffers a playoff drought like the Kings have, Greg, you can expect some major moves.
And you just hope they can find some stability, Kevin, moving forward. This is a team that's gone through 12 head coaches since the last time they made the playoffs.
Now here's Brown. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Brown. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Here's Grant. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. That doesn't go either for Brown. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And taken away by Brown. Left side, George. Over to the left wing. And the Kings pushing it up now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's George. Buries it down low.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Pass to Mann. Over Conley. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here as we get underway once again. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons. The Kings trail by 4.